Hey, stunning people. My name is Beane, and welcome to the Salt Lick Sessions. Our next artist grew up in Nashville, Tennessee, and she's bringing some of that Southern comfort energy all the way out to the West Coast here in Los Angeles. We are major fans here in the studio. This is LINDSEY LOMIS.
Three little birds sat on my window, and they told me I don't need to worry. Summer came like cinnamon, so sweet. Little girls double dutch on the concrete. Maybe sometimes we've got it wrong, but it's alright. And the more things seem to change, the more they stay the same. Don't you hesitate, girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. Just go ahead, let your head down. Sci-fi and faded dreams, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down, yeah. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow. Blue as the sky, sunburned and lonely, sipping tea in a bar by the roadside. Just relax. Don't you let those other boys fool you. Got a love that I forever. Maybe sometimes we feel afraid, but it's alright. And the more things stay the same, the more they seem to change. Don't you think it's strange? Girl, put your records on. Tell me your favorite song. You go ahead, let your head down. Surviving faded dreams, I hope you get your dreams. Just go ahead, let your head down. You're gonna find yourself somewhere, somehow.
Hi, Lindsay.
Hi, Beane.
How are you doing today?
I'm so good. How are you?
I'm good. I'm having a great time.
Hell yeah.
I get to meet awesome people like you.
Stop it.
Stop it.
Stop it. I'm loving it here.
It's cool here.
Yeah.
It's a good place to be.
Everyone's kind.
Yeah.
It's crazy.
They are. Well, hang out with me a little bit more. And we'll see.
I'll see your dark side.
Yeah. Very much so. Where are you from?
I'm from Nashville, Tennessee.
Nashville.
Born and raised, yeah.
I was gonna normally ask what the music scene is like, where people are from, but
yeah,
Nashville,
that one's pretty speaks for itself. It is Music City, but it's amazing. I feel like Nashville honestly gets a rep for like full country, but it's got it all. And I think like the coolest part about Nashville is like the live music scene and like the appreciation for musicality and that kind of thing. So that was a really cool place to grow up. But I just moved here like half a year ago.
Here being Los Angeles.
Here being Los Angeles, yes.
Oh my gosh, can you speak a little bit about the different vibes between the two cities?
Yeah. Well, for me, I mean, I say this all the time, but Nashville's a place that like if I wasn't from there, I would so move there. I think everyone needs to see it at some point and live through that experience. But I lived there my entire life and I never went to college or had that big like shift in my life. And so I was just craving like just being out of my comfort zone. So LA was the perfect next step for me. That was still pretty comfortable because I'd been visiting here for a long time and obviously has a crazy music scene. But I think for me, like I was traveling out here to work with so many people that it was like, I should just be here constantly.
Right.
Yeah, but they're super different. I mean, I feel like you find your people in each one in your little hub, but I think Nashville has such a tight-knit community, which is so special about it. But at the same time, it's really good to get out of your comfort zone and try new things, and even just like personal life wise, to be able to have that big shift creatively too. It affects that a lot. So yeah.
Welcome to the city.
Thank
I'm
you.
glad you're here.
Me too.
What's been the biggest challenge that you found about LA?
Oh my gosh. What? There's a lot.
There's a lot. And I will say a flight here from Nashville is probably safer than a drive, even to the studio here today.
Yeah, truly. Truly. I was most nervous about the driving. I was so anxious because I avoided highway. I always clicked avoid highways on maps in Nashville. I was like, because I can get anywhere in 15 minutes. It doesn't matter. I know it. And then here it's like, you can't do that. You got to go all in. But it's way less stressful than I thought for some reason. Good. I don't know why. Maybe I'm just becoming a worse driver and I'm just like can't tell the difference anymore.
That's what it is.
Good driving and bad driving. But no, I feel like it's just LA is such a weird place. I feel like I got really lucky moving here super suddenly because a bunch of my friends were moving in together. Bailey, who you know, and shout out Bailey, always. But I just got really lucky because I didn't move to like an isolated area with nobody I knew. Like it was people that I had known for a while and had been like staying with and knowing since I like was visiting. So it was a lot more comfortable. And I like to call it like, it's like my finally like my college dorm experience, like living out, but it's like way too bougie to call it a dorm.
Yeah, the floors aren't quite as sticky. But
yeah, it's like two of my friends I'm living with, and then we live next door to like two of our other friends. So I got really lucky on like having some sort of a community here. But I think LA is just like a place where you just have to come in constantly reminding yourself to be grounded and humble. And I feel like because I grew up in Nashville, I have that background in me, and I got really lucky like having super supportive parents that I can turn to during anything. And even with my friends, like we're all on that same wave. It's like we're gonna humble everyone if they get too egocentric. So I feel like that's why it became more comfortable, because I know that people are gonna tell me that I'm acting like an idiot if I am, you know? You need that.
Yeah, I definitely need that.
My family is known for humbling me. Like I just grew up like that. Like you
that's
can't,
good.
Thick
skin's good.
Yeah, exactly.
I'll take it. The approach that you learned to music in Nashville.
Yeah.
How has that helped you in Los Angeles? Do you feel like it's different than how people here generally approach things?
Yeah, totally. I feel like Nashville, no matter what, I would get my guitar out in my session. And I remember when I first started coming to LA for sessions, like when I was super young, I like didn't open up my guitar. Like I just didn't. I kept it in the case, and I felt like kind of embarrassed walking in with like my little guitar backpack. And I was like, this is so Nashville of me. But now I've come to realize like that's just like part of my creative process, and it's so huge. So I feel like Nashville really just instilled like the actual process of writing a song naturally with no tracks, no whatever. And then now I feel like I have such a bigger appreciation for producers because I see all the decisions they're making and all the tasteful musicality that goes into what they do. It's huge. So I feel like I've gotten the best of both worlds in that sense, where it's like the just general writing a song and then also like the fun, like getting to get hyped while you do it.
Totally. Give me a beat.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
And yeah, so that's been really special getting to have that background coming in here, because I feel like it's the perfect blend for me, because I really do, like I said, love production. So coming in and getting to do something like natural and that feels like me, and then getting to just like make it way cooler has been an awesome process for me.
Yeah, the producers here are crazy.
Yeah.
It's actually
crazy.
wild. And the speed in which they work is wild.
I know. And that's like what I crave. It's so fun.
Yeah, I'm into it.
It's awesome. But yeah, it's crazy how many talented people are out here. It's like so amazing to be thrown into. It's super exciting.
You say you have a supportive family.
Yes.
Are they musical as well?
They're not, but they really appreciate music. I mean, obviously they both my parents moved to Nashville, and for a reason they picked there. And yeah, so they took me to live shows constantly growing up, even when I was like a baby. So I just got exposed to live music, and that's kind of like what my entryway into music, like it, kind of what made me fall in love with it, just seeing people perform, and also like different types of people perform, like tons of different styles and bands or solo or whatever it may be. So they took me to like tons of concerts, and that was like studying for me.
What are some of the concerts that you remember were most formative and you wanting to do this?
Ooh, so many. It's so interesting. We were just talking about Tori Kelly in there. Tori Kelly was a huge one for me.
Torrance Kellens.
Yeah. Yeah. Sure. No, but she was huge. I mean, obviously her music had such an influence on me, but seeing her live too, and just seeing how like authentic and raw her talent was, like it was nothing to do with a recorded song. It was so her and natural. And also I think watching a young girl like rip guitar and like rip drums in a live show and just play different instruments. That was really awesome to be exposed to, and that constantly was running through my head. So she was a huge one. And I actually remember Tori Kelly was the first artist that I like showed my parents to. I was like, listen to her, and now they love her, and I like got them on the wave. And then Alan Stone was like that for me too. The same thing, just like raw talent. And I saw him so much growing up because he just played tons of like little daytime festivals and random stuff. And then some random ones that you might not like associate with my type of music is Cage the Elephant. My parents took me to like tons of Cage the Elephant shows. We love them. And I had a huge phase. I mean, I'm always still in it, but their shows were just so like obviously rock and roll and so organic, and he was such a rocker. Like I remember seeing one show where he just like started the show with 12 layers of clothes and slowly ripped down to like his underwear.
Amazing.
Like, I don't know if that in particular was inspiring to me, but just to give an example of like how crazy a live show can be. And then another one that I was obsessed with had a massive 21 Pilots phase.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Crazy little emo girl.
Yes, absolutely.
You know what? I'm not ashamed.
No, you shouldn't be. You shouldn't be. We were all there.
But it is, yeah. But their live show, it was literally like I didn't listen to them at all before seeing them, and I saw them live and I like was hooked. Like my dad and I drove around all one summer like following them around to like hometown shows and saw all of it because their live show is just insane. There's so many elements and just it was like an experience, less of just a show. So yeah, those are just a few.
Your parents seem so cool.
Yeah, they're awesome.
Yeah.
They're so supportive, and they've like gone out of their way to learn about this world to help support me even more, which is like so exceptional.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That's amazing. How do you think you would distill those influences down into the music that you make now?
Oh my God. Good question. You're great at this. Wow.
No, just zingers like distill, really.
Yeah, yeah, that's it. You got to throw a big word in there, and then I'm hooked. And I'm also like, what? No, I'm kidding. No, I feel like I pull from so many different genres when making my music, and I think like growing up, like obviously Tori Kelly was a big start for me, even like Adele and her writing, and also learning like how much emotion is important in like even just like vocally. I think Adele did that for me. I feel like I feel like the way I describe my music is like jazz chords with pop structure, kind of like indie pop production with like certain sometimes alternative moments and like soulful pop singing.
I love it.
Just a little bit of everything.
It works.
Yeah,
it
totally.
absolutely works.
Totally. Yeah.
Lindsay, you have fans here today that are so pumped to hear you.
Thank you.
I'm really, really grateful that you had some time to come.
Thank you. I'm so happy and honored to be here.
That's going to be great.
So cool.
It is great.
It is already. I hope.
I love it. I like to end with a squeeze. Can we do a squeeze?
Oh, yeah.
We can do a handshake.
I was like, what are you doing?
We can go in with this. We can do it. Ooh. Ah. That's good.
Something's watching while I'm sleeping, peeking through my window. Everywhere I go, I know I got shit in my peripheral. I swear I've got an intruder, can't seem to get rid of it. Running away is useless when the truth is the feeling's like a stalker, following my every move. I know it's always watching, and no matter what I do, none of I can shake it even when I close my eyes. You have to know that you can never hide from a stalker. The feeling's like a stalker, and it's driving right behind me. So I make a couple left turns, and I ask it to leave nicely before somebody gets hurt. I swear I've got an intruder, can't seem to get rid of it. Running away is useless, and the truth is the feeling's like a stalker, following my every move. I know it's always watching, and no matter what I do, None of I can shake it even when I close my eyes. You've done all that you can never hide from a stalker, stalker. The feeling's like a stalker. I never see it coming. Can't seem to give it a fit. Shows up without a warning. The feeling's like a stalker, stalker, following my every move. I know it's always watching, and no matter what I do, none of I can shake it even when I close my eyes. You've done all that you can never hide from a stalker, stalker. The feeling's like a stalker. No, no, no. The feeling's like a stalker. The feeling, ooh, oh.
Hey stunning people, thank you for watching and supporting us artists. The #1 way you can help is to like, subscribe, and leave a comment.